Tartan, which all led to points. So let's see if they can do it again here. Here's the handoff up the middle and gain of a few. That's Reggie Carter on the carry right there, and he gains a couple yards. And we're hoping that the rain holds off tonight. It's looking like it's coming, but it keeps getting pushed back, so we'll see. Here's Jamin back to pass. The rush is coming, flushed out to the right, throws it downfield, and nothing doing on that one. Good coverage by the Panthers, and that'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Armstrong Falcons, coached by Jack Negan. They have wins this year against Waconia, Irondale, Bloomington, Jefferson, Chanhassen, and Apple Valley. Losses to Cooper and Chaska last week. In fact, Jamin Malone was held to 6 for 16 for only 79 yards last week. And the fake give, he goes out to the right, throws it up, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by the Panthers. It went off of a receiver for the for Armstrong. And Jackson Smith comes up with the interception. Again, like I said, first 4 drives last game, they had either an interception or a fumble, some type of turnover, and Jackson Smith comes up with another one there. And Spring Lake Park will take over with possession under quarterback Braden Talso, who actually had 4 passing touchdowns last week against Tartan, and the give is up the middle and not much doing on that run for Spring Lake Park. That was Nick Ogile on the carry on that one. Not much doing. That'll bring up 2nd down. That'll bring up 2nd down from the 33-yard line. Thanks for joining us tonight here at Spring Lake Park High School. Glad to have you along. Definitely having fun here at Spring Lake Park High School. And Talso is under center, gives to the running back. That's Clausen, and he's got some room outside, close to the 50-yard line. Clausen with the carry on that one, and he picks up a 1st down. So a good sign for the Spring Lake Park offense. They just want to run the ball and set up the passing game while running. In fact, last game, or this season, Spring Lake Park averages 225 rushing yards, but only 132 in losses. And here's a give up the middle. Oh, and a hard tackle by the defense on that one. That was Brandon Comer on the carry on that one. Gain of a couple here, but that's what Coach John Stewart has told me a little bit over the past couple games, that he just want to gain 2 or 3 or 3 or 4 each play and just get them in chunks and pick up those 1st downs and really control the clock. Spring Lake Park games really seem to go pretty quick, to be honest with you. Again, 2 in the backfield, to the left, and the give is up the middle, and he's got a little bit of room there. And a good run by Litke on that one, and he picks up the 1st down. And they are past the 40-yard line. So a methodical drive, just running basically straight up the gut so far for the Spring Lake Park Panthers, and been taking the pressure off of Braden Talso so far. And they've done their game plan to perfection so far. Although he does come out in the gun this time, does Talso. And the give is up the middle, and not much doing there. That's number 12, Nate Litke on the run. A couple yards gained on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down and about 9, I would say, from let's see what yard line, from about the 30, I would say 7-yard, I believe 37-yard line right now. And again, under center is Talso. And here's a snap, and he keeps it to the left side. He's got some room. Talso is running to the end zone, and he will score a touchdown for Braden Telso of 37 yards. And that is a Spring Lake Park touchdown. Exactly what the doctor ordered. A turnover turns into a touchdown for Spring Lake Park. And Telso, it looked like they had him not in the backfield, but just a couple yards, but he was resilient, kept going, and found his way into the end zone. And into kick, Braden Comer, he's 23 for 27 on extra points this year, and he knocks that through. So a good start for the Spring Lake Park Panthers. They lead by a score of 7-0 right here on North Metro TV. And glad to have you tonight here at Spring Lake Park High School. And it's a fun atmosphere for high school football here at Spring Lake Park High School. And it's going to be interesting to see who brings home this game, because it could affect sections. And both these teams, Spring Lake Park coming in at number 11 ranked by the Star Tribune. Armstrong coming in at number 9 ranked in Class 5A. So two good teams here tonight, and really could go either way in this one. Just the point I was talking about earlier, Spring Lake Park, 225 rush yards per game in wins, only 132 in losses. And as far as their passing defense against this good passing offense for Armstrong, only allow 84.7 passing yards per game. So if they can do that tonight, they're probably going to be in pretty good shape. And here's the kick, a little short, goes to the right side. That is number 36, Isaiah Cotton. That's the second return of the night, and that will set up the Armstrong Falcons with pretty good field position in this one. And again, thanks for joining us from Spring Lake Park High School. 7-0 here on North Metro TV. Jamin Malone with his second possession here. And it looks like they have 3 wide, 1 in the backfield. Oh, and a high snap, but he's able to corral it and hit in the backfield. That play was snuffed out from the get-go, the high snap. It was a good job by Jamin Malone to even get his hands on that one, but he corralled it, put it down, gave it to Reggie Carter, and Carter couldn't gain any yards. In fact, hit in the backfield on that one. Reggie Carter averages about 65 yards a game, so a pretty good running back to go with their high-powered pass offense. And like I was talking about, Coach was talking about Chaska last week. Armstrong, they beat Armstrong, and Coach said that Chaska really took the air out of the ball, didn't allow too many possessions. In fact, in the third quarter, Armstrong only had 3 total plays in the entire third quarter. So Chaska, a good defense. That must be the formula to beat Armstrong. And a pass out to the left, and it is dropped. Is it a live ball? No, they call it dead. They call it dead on that one. And that was intended for number 81, Marquan Tucker. So that'll bring up 3rd down and long for Armstrong. And I'm sure the last thing that Coach Jack Megan wants to do is give Spring Lake Park the ball after that drive that they scored a touchdown. Here's the pass, it's a fake. Gets through the line. Does he get enough for the first down? He does. Picks up the first down with a couple yards to spare. That is Jamin Malone, and he does run well as throw the ball well. He does average about 45 yards a game. So he can do it with the arm and with the legs, so you got to keep him honest. Definitely a good athlete. Coach was saying he's a big kid, so and he plays hard. Here's Reggie Carter through the line, and he picks up a couple. And talking about this defense, I was talking to Coach John Stewart of Spring Lake Park. He says that this defense is kind of led by Caden Carson, who has a very fiery personality. It's kind of fire starter as he is hit in the backfield. A swarm of Spring Lake Park Panthers get him. That is number 13, Ernest Evans, and he is stopped in the backfield for a big loss, and it looks like someone down for Armstrong. That is number 76, the offensive lineman, Eric Sutton. So we hope that he gets up and is fully recovered. But on the other side of this, Armstrong is going to have a tough go of it here because they have 3rd down and long after that play was snuffed out by a plethora of Spring Lake Park defenders. Good pursuit there in the backfield here at Spring Lake Park High School. And it's an interesting week for these players because, as you have probably guessed, it's a Wednesday and not a Friday. So obviously they've had 2 less days of practice, and I was talking to Coach John Stewart about that. I mean, condensed 4 into 2 days, and they got to make sure that you're recovered from the last game in order to go from Friday and play once again on Wednesday. So we'll see which team responds better to that on the short week. Of course, it is MEA week, so a lot of teachers and students are off this week, me included. I work at Coon Rapids High School, so got the day off, which was nice, not gonna lie. So coming back right from the 40-yard line, it's 3rd down here and long for the Falcons, and it's a drop back over the middle, and he is open. That is number 81, Marquan Tucker. And a big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. And a huge play for the quarterback, Jamin Malone, who stood in the pocket, saw the pressure coming and fired a dart. Excuse me, it's 4th down here. I'm sorry, I thought he got the 1st down. So 4th down and short here. And we'll see what they decide to do. Here's a give inside, and he's got some room. And he gets enough for the 3rd down. That's Ernest Evans, number 13. Ernest Evans with the carry. So a good job by the Armstrong Falcons here of coming back from 3rd and long, a completion over the middle to get it to 4th and 1, and then a run up the middle to get the 1st down. So a nice job here by Armstrong. Here's a fake. Throws over to the side and incomplete for Peyton Newburn, Peyton Newburn on looking for the reception. And actually interesting, 2 Newburn brothers play wide receiver. Seth Newburn and Peyton Newburn both are wide receivers for the Falcons, so brothers side by side, getting it done. That brings up 2nd down. 4 wide receivers set for Armstrong. And here's a pass, he's looking, tries to go deep, he's got a man, can he? Oh, but a good break up there. A great job defensively
Owen Spencer with the breakup
for Owen Spencer. Great job by Owen Spencer on that one. It looked like Jamin Malone kind of underthrew his target. He had him by a couple of yards, but a good recovery by Owen Spencer to get to that one. And that brings up 3rd down. Can the Falcons do it again and gain enough yards to go for it on 4th down or gain a 1st down outright? There's Jamin. Throws it up to the side. Caught. And it's going to be close. I think he got enough for the 1st down, but we will see. That was Marquan Tucker again. One of his favorite targets tonight. Seems to be going to him a lot tonight. And that'll bring up 4th down. So 4th down and short here. And I would assume Armstrong, kind of in no man's land here, will go for it, and that's what they appear that they will be doing. 3 wide receivers set. Crowd getting loud here at Spring Lake Park High School. The give is up the middle, and he is Stuffed. That was Ernest Evans on the carry and stuffed by a couple Spring Lake Park Panthers. And the fourth down try is unsuccessful, so they went to a similar play that they tried on their last fourth down to go try, and that is unsuccessful on this one. So that'll give Spring Lake Park the ball, and they have the momentum as well. So 2 Armstrong drives and 2 turnovers, 1 on downs, 1 on an interception, and that plays right into Spring Lake Park hands, who wants to control the clock and run the ball. And the quarterback Telso keeps it up the right side for about a 5-yard gain. Good play there by Telso, who had the touchdown earlier tonight. A 37-yard touchdown off a similar play. That the touchdown was to the left side. That one was to the right side on a option. But they have success on that play. Oh, it's his first pass of the night, and overthrown for number 89, or number 88, Eric Bedoy. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for Spring Lake Park. Trying to add to their lead. 7-0 lead for Spring Lake Park here tonight. And we're just praying for no rain. And here's a snap. Give is up the middle. He's got nothing. Stuffed in the backfield is Braden Comer. And I would assume Spring Lake Park will punt. And their punter is Caden Carson. Pretty good for, particularly for high school, 42 yards per punt. Don't necessarily know the net, but 42 yards, that is not too shabby for a high schooler. He's got a pretty good leg on him. And here's a snap. And the kick is up, and a boomer down the field. It takes a little bit of an Armstrong bounce, a little bit of a neutral bounce on that one. And it is down at about, let's see where the spot is, right at about the 30-yard line. So that's where Armstrong will start this drive. Their 3rd drive, first one ended on interception, second one ended on a turnover on downs. That was the first stop by the Armstrong defense, because the first Spring Lake Park drive ended in a Telso 37-yard touchdown run. We'll see what Jamin Malone has in store for this drive as they split up 3 to the right, 1 to the left. The running back behind him, that's Carter, Reggie Carter. And Spring Lake Park thinking about the blitz, but they back off. And he keeps it. And he's got some room down the sideline. Oh, some nifty movement. Will he go? And he is down at about the 19-yard line.
Down to the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Or 15-yard line, excuse me. That is number 1, Peyton Newberry.
Johnson with the tackle for the Panthers. First down, Falcons.
And just a simple fake run, and then a flash out to the right, and he had some room to go. And let's see if that gives life to Armstrong here. Here's a snap. Goes over the right, and it is caught. That once again is number 81, Marquan Tucker, who seems to be one of their main guys here tonight. He wasn't listed as one of the starters at wide receiver, but they play so many wide receivers that that who knows? I guess it's just wide receiver by committee, and Jamin's finding these guys. So 2nd down here. And here's a snap, rolls out to the left. Pressure comes, and he is taken down.
Malone keeps. Tackle for a loss on play by Kyrie Shaw for the
Kyrie
Panthers.
Shaw with the tackle on that one. So a good play by Kyrie Shaw and the rest of the Spring Lake Park defense pursuing them in the backfield. And just trying to do a run to left. Might have been looking to throw, but unsure about that. That'll bring up 3rd down. Here's a snap out to the right. looking, throws up to the end zone. Nothing doing on that one. Had a wide receiver over there, but unable to bring it in. And we'll see. There was nothing listed online about Armstrong and kicking, so we'll see if they go for it or go for the field goal. And it looks like they are going to go for it on this one. Spring Lake Park stopped them on their last 4th down attempt. We'll see if they can do it again. Or maybe just trying to draw them off sides, trying to get a free 1st down. But I would assume they would go for it. We shall see. Is that? Oh, it's over the quarterback's head, and he rolls out. He's got a man in the end zone. Incomplete. It was a high snap, and he just kind of desperation threw it, and it almost was caught by the wide receiver. Went through the hands of a defender, went through the hands of the wide receiver, and almost caught for a touchdown. That was almost a disaster. Well, first it was almost a disaster for Armstrong, almost a disaster after that for Spring Lake Park. And Spring Lake Park will take over on down. So this vaunted Spring Lake Park defense comes up again in the red zone, and they successfully stop Armstrong. We'll see if they can do something with it here. Telso to the right side. He's got a little room, some nifty movement, and picks up a couple here on 1st down. As we have about 59 seconds left here in the 1st half. Definitely a fun 1st half, to say the least.
Brings up 2nd down and 5.
And again, with most Spring Lake Park games, this absolutely just flies as they just ground the ball, keep the ball and don't usually get to the sidelines either. So they just want to control the clock and run the ball here. Here's the snap. Give is inside. Oh, he's got some room the outside. He's got some room past the 40, past the 50. And that's number 13, Nick Ogile with the carry. Huge run for Ogile. That's a pickup of a bunch. My apologies. I thought the ball was an inside give, but in fact it went to the outside. And that's what's tricky when you have 3 or 4 different running backs that can make waves. You never really know who it's going to. And here's Telso under center. Give is inside. That one for sure is inside. That's the Aaron Clausen, who actually, when we started doing games here a couple weeks ago, he was listed as the quarterback and was doing the quarterback duties, but Telso seems to be doing a pretty good job. And that's the end of the 1st quarter here on North Metro TV. Spring Lake Park with a 7-0 lead. We'll be back. Welcome back to Spring Lake Park High School. A fun and very quick 1st quarter, I should say. Only score of the game, a Braden Telso 37-yard touchdown run. And right before the break, we had a big run by Spring Lake Park, which set him up in Armstrong territory. And here's Telso with the give to the right side. And that is Litke, but there is a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is here. Probably a hold. Yep, definitely a hold. More times than not on a run play like that, when the flag comes out that quick, it's usually a hold. And that'll set Spring Lake Park back. They're not really made to, like Coach was saying, they like to get 3 or 4 yards on every single run. So they're not really made to play from end-long situations. But we'll see what their answer is to this. Not really a big play group, just kind of a grind the ball kind of group. Here's a give. And a good gain here. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage on that one. That's Nate Litke on the carry.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up 3rd down and 12.
So 3rd down and 12 here. Actually, not quite to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 12 coming up on this one. So might need to throw the ball if you're Braden Telso, which they did to great success against Tartan, although Tartan not the same competition that you face here against Armstrong. definitely two different worlds. And the give is to the right side. That's Lidke. And he is down, so the punt team will come out. And after getting it into Armstrong territory, really the holding call is what set them back, and they will have to punt. Punter is Caden Carson. And back to return for Armstrong, number 36, Isaiah Cotton. Had a good return on the kick earlier tonight. Oh, and a boomer. And he takes it at the 1 yard line. A mistake there by Cotton. Definitely a mistake, kind of lost where he was on the field. Could have just let it go and gone back for a touchback, but a coffin, not really a coffin corner, but a good punt by Caden Carson, and that will set Armstrong back deep in their own territory. So a mistake by the return man, Cotton. And we'll see if Spring Lake Park can take advantage, maybe a safety, maybe, and also we'll see if how aggressive Armstrong is deep in their own territory here, because they like to be out of the shotgun and go for long passes, and we'll see if Spring Lake Park can make something happen here. And here's the snap. He's looking to go deep out the left side, and it is caught. It is caught by number 1, Peyton Newbern. And that's exactly what you want out of Armstrong, deep in your own territory. You love when coaches do that. Try to take a shot. I mean, you're deep in your own territory, so there's not much that a drive will do anyway. So might as well go deep and air it out and see what happens. And that's exactly what Jamin did on that one. Here's Jamin with the give inside. He's got some room to the outside. Goes past the tackler and close to a first down. Good run there that time by Reggie Carter. That's a little short, 2nd down and 1 on that one. So all of a sudden, after that long pass play to Newbern and a run, they're in Spring Lake Park territory. Man in motion behind him. Give to Reggie Carter, and he is in for a first down. So a fun game here tonight. And it looks like Spring Lake Park is going to call a timeout. Maybe just a chance to take a breather, as this Armstrong offense right now seems to be humming. So you take a little bit of a break and kind of regroup here tonight here at Spring Lake Park High School. And a cool thing that actually Coach John Stewart was telling me about, he was saying that his kids are in 8th grade, and his kids were asking him, who is Owen Spencer? Like, who is Owen Spencer? And he's like, oh, and John Stewart was like, oh yeah, he's one of my players. And basically one of his kids saw Owen Spencer play and was saying that they want to play like Owen Spencer. So kind of a cool moment there when you're influencing the younger kids. It also says that Owen Spencer goes to, after practice, will go to 9th grade games and just cheer on the kids. So definitely a class athlete, or a class person there, and athlete as well. Jamin Malone back in the shotgun, looks over to Coach to see what they want to do. Coach Jack Negan. Back to pass, and he throws up one. Oh, almost intercepted almost intercepted on that one by Freddie Anthony. The free safety, Freddie Anthony. Oh, excuse me, Taylor. Excuse me on that one. Markel Taylor on that one with the pass breakup. Excuse me. And there's a snap. Throws out the flat. Oh, and he's hit. And Lidke with a huge smack on the running back brings up 3rd and long on this one. Just to pass out to the left side, trying to make something happen, and nothing doing on that one. So, but we've seen this before. Armstrong able to get completions here on 3rd and long. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's the snap, rolls out to the right, just waiting for his receivers get deep, and he throws it, and it is dropped. It is out of the hands of his wide receiver. And a great job by the defender just to knock that ball out of his hands. And we'll see, are they going for it here? I think they might be going for it here. They're kind of in no man's land right now. So 4th and long, might as well throw it deep and see what happens. If it's picked, it's a long punt. Here's a snap, 4-man rush, flushed out to the right. Oh, it looks like we got a flag. And throws from his knees, intended for number 81, Marquan Tucker, and I think we're gonna have a holding call on top of it, but either way, this will probably be declined. It'll be Spring Lake Park ball. Yep, looks like holding on Armstrong, so this will be declined, and this will set up Spring Lake Park. So a good defensive stand by Spring Lake Park, and that'll set them up with the ball at the 37-yard line. And that'll set up Braden Talso under center, 2 running backs. Give out to Clausen. Clausen's got some room out to the left side. No, he does not. Oh, a late flag comes in. So we'll sort everything out here. Looks like a gain of 1 right now, but we'll see the flag. Looks like, I think, a face mask call on this one. So that'll move the sticks for Spring Lake Park, an automatic first down. 15-yard penalty on this one. So big break for Spring Lake Park after that play, only gained about 1 yard. So a 15-yarder. That'll set up Spring Lake Park at the 48-yard line. Here's a snap. And Talso gets through some defenders and taken down after a modest gain. At the 41-yard line, gain of 7 on that one. Talso hasn't really had to use his arm too much tonight. Just really have grounded the ball as they usually tend to do. Oh, and the fake, here we go. But just what the doctor ordered, a deep throw, and it is caught. And that's Peyton Thompson with the reception on that one. Number 7, Peyton Thompson. And right as I was saying that they grounded the ball, they go deep. I think it kind of caught the cornerback off guard a little bit, who was expecting another run play, and that catches him off guard. So a good call by Coach John Stewart. And there's a snap. Talso keeps, and gain of just a couple. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, gains a couple. Brings up second down in 8 or 9 here.
Terraquez in the tackle for the Falcons. Up to the 9-yard line.
So they're at the 9. So they are in the red zone here. See, the first time they've been in the red zone all night, because their touchdown was a 37-yard run. So still don't know what they're going to do in the red zone here. But this time, Talso in the shotgun. Give us up the middle, and a gain of a couple there for Nate Lidke, number 12.
Boria with the tackle for the Falcons. Third down and 3.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 3. So they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. That is important to keep in mind, particularly if they're going to keep the ball on the ground here. They do come out with 3 wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And again, Talso from the shotgun. And he keeps, a nice little juke, and he is through to the end zone. A great juke by Talso. Got the defender for Armstrong, got him on his heels, and then he just went right up the gut for the touchdown. And in to kick the extra point is Braden Comer, 24 for 28 on extra points. Here's the kick. And he is 25 for 29. Pretty nice when you can pretty much count on your kicker kicking in the extra point. That's always nice for a coach. Because if you've watched the Vikings game in the past, you know extra points are very important. And what's also very important is it seems like the rain is holding off. Like, I'm sure if you live in Minnesota, you know that it rained earlier today, and we were expecting some rain today, or tonight, particularly probably later, probably around 9 or 10, but we weren't sure if some was going to come early. But based on what I'm seeing, no rain right now. So that's the positive. And the other positive is that Spring Lake Park has a 14-0 lead in this one. And then back to receive for Armstrong. Marquan Tucker and Cotton also back there. And a short kick taken by Cotton, and he goes the wrong way on that one. Should have probably just gotten forward trying to make something out of nothing, and he is taken down. So a good kick coverage as well by Spring Lake Park. And Armstrong is in a tough position here, down 14 with about 6 minutes left in the second half. Again, thanks for joining us tonight on our YouTube channel here on North Metro TV. This is one of 2 games going on in North Metro TV tonight. Also got Centennial and Woodbury. Here's a snap. Oh, and he just throws it up. Just threw it out of bounds. Nothing doing. Trying to get to Tucker, but I think that was more of just a throwaway, not wanting to make a mistake and just bring second down. So we'll see. After a tough week last week, we'll see if Jamin Malone can get going here. And it's a keep. And a gain of 2, so that brings up 3rd down and 9. So we're seeing, and Nate Litke on the tackle on that one. So we're seeing a lot of and long situations for Armstrong. 3rd down and long, 4th down and long. So they're really digging themselves in holes in this one. And here's the roll out to the right. And it is caught. That's Peyton Newberg. And he picks up a 1st down. So again, a huge 3rd down play for Armstrong, and that keeps the drive alive. They picked out a couple they might have gone for it anyway. And his snap is high. They've had some trouble with that. And through the middle is Evans. And a gain of a couple there.
Up to the 41-yard line. There's a 2nd down and 4.
And that's to this 41, so a gain of 6 on the play for Spring Lake Park, or for Armstrong. as they look over to Coach Jack Negan for the signal. It is a snap again, the snap high. He keeps it, fake run, gets it over to the wide receiver who's got nowhere to go. That's Seth Newbern, Peyton Newbern's brother, and a gain of minimal gain on that one, if any gain. No, it sounds like a loss of one actually. So just a slow developing play there. The snap was high, fake handoff to the running back, and he rolls to the right. It looked like Newbern didn't even think the ball was coming to him, so he had to adjust quick and then couldn't juke out the defender. Again, a high snap. Throws out to the right, he's got a man, and that is caught by his brother, Peyton Newbern.
Flag on the play.
But there is a flag on the play, so we'll see if this is coming back. It appears that it is coming back, just given the Armstrong player's body language. Looks like an illegal man downfield. So a heartbreaker there for the Falcons after they pick up the first down. So that'll move them back even farther on this one. And the classic "you can't do that" chant by the Spring Lake Park faithful. And then their running back is number 13, Ernest Evans, the running back in now. Must be their third down back. And there's a snap on 3rd and long. Steps up in the pocket, going deep once again. And it is incomplete, but trying to get to Eustace McGowan. But there is a flag on the play. He underthrew it a little bit, and this should be pass interference on Spring Lake Park, I do believe. We'll see what the call is, but all intents and purposes, this should be a big gain for Armstrong. Unless it was the offensive player who pushed off. Yep, it was on Spring Lake Park. So a first down for Armstrong, and that's the luxury of just throwing the ball up. You never know what's going to happen. You always got a chance for a pass interference, or maybe a catch, or maybe even nothing. Maybe just a drop, but at least you're trying to throw the ball downfield, and that's what Jamin did on that one. And what kind of formation do we have here? Oh, it looks like they're going into a normal formation now. Just call came in late. Here's the snap. Fake. Oh, and a high throw, but it is caught by Peyton Newbern. And just a quick little slant play, and caught the defender's attention with the fake run, and the slant play picks up a first down for the Armstrong Falcons. Falcons actually from my neck of the woods. Would have went to Armstrong if I didn't go to another school, but definitely in my district. Here's a snap. Oh, and he is sacked in the backfield. That is number 13, Nick Ogile, shooting on both sides, as we have a penalty that comes in that way after the play. Not sure who this is going to be on. This could be devastating if it's on the Falcons, or really on either team, because you get a big play and then flag comes in for an extracurriculars. And it looks like it's going to be on Spring Lake Park, but we'll see. And they're still chatting about it. Yeah, looks like it's going to be on Spring Lake Park. So extracurricular activities on that one. And that'll give them a 15 yards and close to the red zone, even at the 26-yard line. So not what you want to see if you're Coach John Stewart. And Falcons get to the line quick, and then look over, almost like what the Gophers do. They get to the line quick and then look over at the coach. And the throw out to the side, he's wide open. That is Peyton Newbern. And it looked like the cornerback gave him way too much of a cushion on that one.
No, the tackle, first down, Falcons.
O'Giles on that one just gave him way too much of a cushion. And he was wide open for a first down. So they're in the red zone now. With 2:50 left here in the first half. Not sure, he did not see him, almost intercepted by Nate Lidke. It was thrown right to him, maybe a little to the right of him, just couldn't corral it in. And almost another mistake for Jamin Malone. The first interception really wasn't on him, went off of a wide receiver's hand, but that one was thrown right to Lidke, or O'Giles, excuse me. No, Lidke, excuse me, and couldn't bring it in. And a run out to the right side. Can he get to the corner? That's Reggie Carter on the carry.
McMillan with the tackle for the Panthers.
That'll bring up third down, so they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown.
Third down, Panther fans.
And a big play here for both teams. And it looks like stoppage in play.
Timeout, Panthers.
And it looks like Spring Lake Park is going to call a timeout here and talk things over here at Spring Lake Park High School. 2:31 left on the clock. A crucial play coming up here, third down. Although I would assume, particularly what we've seen so far, if they don't get the first down, I would assume that they would go for it on fourth down. But some of the stats from last game, like I was talking about against Tartan, Braden Telso threw for 4 touchdowns, Mikey Say caught 2 touchdowns, and Peyton Thompson and Eric Bedoy each caught 1. Nate Lidke ran for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Freddie Anthony and Jackson Smith both had interceptions. So a 55-7 win over Tartan last week. Definitely a tougher competition here, as you've been seeing, but defense has been up to it so far. We'll see if they have been. We'll be up to it on this play. So it brings up third down and 1. And the snap. Throws over the middle and touchdown! And that is a touchdown for number 1, Peyton Newbern. And just a fake handoff. Threw it over the middle to the open receiver. And they punch it in. And in to kick the extra point, number 19, Gahian Sai. Excuse me, Gahian C, and he knocks it through. So 14-7 here at Spring Lake Park High School. And so kind of a wake-up call for Spring Lake Park. Definitely that 15-yard penalty definitely hurt them, and that put them in a tough spot and were unable to cover as a 4-yard pass from Jamin Malone to Peyton Newbern. And Spring Lake Park only finds them up 7 with 2:28. Still time to put a drive together, and you got to remember they will get the ball to start the second half here. So they play Green Day here at Spring Lake Park High School. And kicking for the Falcons. C is Gaheen C. And a boot. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Will it? Yes, it will. So good field position here for Spring Lake Park. And let's see if they can put a drive together before halftime. That would be big to score right before halftime and to get the ball after halftime. They could really, if they get something going here, they could put this game away early in the third quarter. But that's not a guarantee. So taking a look at this Armstrong defense, they allow 136 pass yards per game, 127 rush yards. Oh, it looks like they're going to make them re-kick it, looks like. Interesting decision by Coach John Stewart. But we'll see if that sets up a return here. Decent kick. And a fake handoff. And a pretty good return there. Probably would have been better if they, that was Clausen on the return on that one. Probably would have been in better shape if they just took the yards after the kick out of bounds. But you give them an extra chance, you never know what's going to happen. So, not a big deal there. So Braden Telso, who has 2 touchdown runs tonight, will set up from the shotgun with one behind him. And the give is to the left side. Can he get through? Yes, he's got a little bit of room. That's Litke on the run. So a gain of the couple. So as we tick inside 2 minutes when the next snap is put out. And we'll see if Spring Lake Park can play with a little urgency here, play a little quick, and see if they can get a touchdown or maybe in position for field goal. They haven't attempted a field goal all year, so that's probably not on their mind. Here's a snap thrown out to the left, and it is caught. That is Peyton Thompson, who had a big play earlier on, would set up the second touchdown drive. And Spring Lake Park hurrying the line here, getting set up. And a fake handoff, and it's over the middle, and it is caught. Just a little slant over the middle. And that is on the catch, number 5. Nope, excuse me. Don't get the catch. We'll figure it out next time. Here's the snap. Fake. Throws out to the left side. He's got a man deep. Oh! Off the fingertips. Just off the fingertips of the receiver. That was Peyton Thompson on that one. Tried to go deep on him. It looks like Armstrong's going to take his time. Actually, excuse me, that was Clausen. Tried to go deep to Clausen, but unable to bring it in. So an interesting spot. You're seeing Coach John Stewart kind of throwing the ball on this one, kind of opening it up a little bit. We do have 1:12 left, so you're not really playing for a field goal like you would potentially in the NFL or a college football, although college football, as we know, can be shaky with kickers, and I guess the state of Minnesota in general, shaky with kickers, you know what I'm talking about. But interesting to see here, interesting to see if they try to go deep again or maybe something over the middle. Because I don't think run is going to produce much. I don't think that Spring Lake Park is really built to do a 2-minute offense, but they might have to do an impromptu one here. And we'll see what Telso decides to do. And here's a snap fake to the outside, and it is caught. That is Mikey Say on the reception.
Pushed out of bounds by Jones. 3rd down and 7.
And that brings up 3rd down and 7. So it looks like they're going to go 3 wide, Clausen to the left. And the snap, quick over. Oh, almost intercepted, but a quick out to Mikey Say once again. And interesting what Spring Lake Park decides to do here, because it's 4th down and 5 here. And unlike Spring Lake Park, it's just the way they're built. Armstrong does have a quick strike offense, and Armstrong does have a lot of timeouts left. So they, and wow, a Cardinal. I know they're the Falcons, but that's a Cardinal sin by Armstrong. On 4th and 5, they set up tight, and Armstrong jumps. A huge mistake by Armstrong, and if they end up scoring a touchdown on this drive, that could be an absolute game changer there. 4th, it was clear that Spring Lake Park was not going to actually snap that ball, considering it was 4th and 5, and they had basically a bunch formation, and Armstrong bit. Here's the snap. He's going deep to the end zone. He's got 2 wide receivers there. Off the hands. A good play by the defender.
Incomplete.
He had 2 wide receivers over there. That was for Thompson, or intended for Thompson. 2 wide receivers over there, 2 wide open, and 1 defender, but the defender made the play, so a good job by the defender. And here's a snap. Off of Clausen. Incomplete, yes, incomplete. Not a live ball. Bounced off of Clausen, and it looks like Clausen is slow to get up. Kind of walking gingerly to the sideline. Hopefully he'll be okay. That brings up 3rd down here. And they've been going to the pass so far as Spring Lake Park on this drive to marginal success. I mean, it got him here. So this time under center is Talso. He drops back, has to receive. Oh, it's a pitch! A nifty play. What a play call. Mikey Say to Nate Lidke. A great play call by John Stewart, and that's one to remember. Mikey Say caught it, flipped it over to Lidke, and Lidke takes it the rest of the way for a 1st down. Love that play call. And with 46 seconds, Spring Lake Park is in business here from the 20-yard line. Here's a snap. Give is inside and pick up of a couple. Spring Lake Park's got to go. As we worried that it might happen, but it looks like the rain is coming here. Thankfully, we are inside a press box, but it looks like the rain is coming down here at Spring Lake Park High School. And the good news, not necessarily for the fans out here, but the good news for the players is they get to go to the locker room pretty quick here. So the rain almost came at the perfect time for them, as they play a little Queen here at Spring Lake Park High School. Not a big fan of this song, to be honest with you. That's neither here nor there. But anyway, coming up, here is a 2nd down play for Spring Lake Park High School. 42 seconds left in the 1st half. And here's the snap. Fake. Goes to the end zone. Nope, not going to get there.
Pass intended for Mikey Say.
Tried to get it to Mikey Say over there, but double covered and really just kind of threw it out of bounds on that one. Not much he could do there. And that brings up 3rd down. But downs kind of irrelevant here. I mean, you could pick up the 1st down. But you did use your timeouts earlier. Here's a snap. And the pressure comes, and he just throws it out there. Good for pursuit by number 58 on that one. Let's get a name here. Actually, I don't have a 58, so. But good pursuit by, either way, by the Armstrong defense. And a good job also by Telso to. A good job by Telso to even get that ball off, as he was basically holding off the defender with one hand. And it looks like they might be going for a field goal on this one. According to MN Football Hub, they have not attempted a field goal all season. So this is something new for Spring Lake Park. We'll see if they do the snap well and get everything going. Well, a little recap in this game. First score was by Telso on a 37-yard run for a touchdown. Then they moved it down the field again and scored on another Telso run. And the only touchdown for the Armstrong Falcons was a little bit ago. It was a connection from Jamin Malone and Newburn with the touchdown. And it looks like they're going to try the field goal here. And they're trying to rush someone on very quick. Nope, it looks like, all right, nope, it looks like they're going to go for it actually, not trying the field goal. Had second thoughts about it. Telso over the middle, and it is almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by Jordan McClom. And that'll bring up a turnover on down. So Armstrong ball deep in their own territory. We'll see if they try to go for it or just kneel it out on this one. I have a hunch that with their strong offense and Spring Lake Park getting the ball at the start of the second half, I would assume that they would go for it here. But I might be wrong. I think I am wrong. I think they're just going to kneel it out. Yep, definitely. They are going to kneel it out here. Here's the snap and the knee, and that should do it for the first half here at Spring Lake Park High School. A 14-7 lead for Spring Lake Park, and we'll be back with the second half coming up next here at Spring Lake Park High School. Touchdown! Welcome back to Spring Lake Park High School here, and a fun first half. Spring Lake Park with a 14-7 lead and a couple other scores of note. Of course, the other game we're doing here at North Metro TV, Woodbury with a 21-14 lead. So if you want to check that game out, that's also on North Metro TV. Just check out the YouTube channel. Other score of note, Cooper destroying Benilde St. Margaret's 34-0 right now. And we'll go over the first half. What went down in the first half. It was a Braden Telso 37-yard touchdown on the first drive of the game for Spring Lake Park. Then later on, Telso had another touchdown catch. Touchdown run, I should say. So 2 touchdowns for Braden Telso. And then a Peyton Newburn touchdown for Armstrong, and that's where we are, 14-7. A good job by the kickers. 3 made extra points tonight. Not always a given in high school football, but it's a given tonight. Both kickers doing well. The extra point as the kick is off. And that might go out of bounds, or yep, that will go out of bounds.
Kick is out of bounds. Flag on the play.
So a misfire, and that's the second one for Armstrong tonight. Kick out of bounds, the second kick out of bounds for Armstrong tonight. And that will set them up with pretty good field position here. the returner had to make a decision whether to get the ball or let it just bounce out of bounds, and he made the right one, let it bounce out of bounds. And they will get the ball here at the 35-yard line to set up their first drive. Thanks for joining us tonight here on North Metro TV. A little bit of rain as the rain starts to come down. And here's a snap. Give is inside to Lipke, and he gains a couple. So that traditional Spring Lake Park offense, just pound it up the middle, gain what you can, and live for the next down. Definitely a possession-driven team. But I mean, it's working for them. They're number 11 in Class 5A, coming with a 5-2 record. So it's working. And I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. Give is up the middle, and he is stuffed. Nick Ogile on the carry on that one, and nothing doing on that play, which brings up 3rd down and long. Not something that Spring Lake Park is really built to deal with, but they're going to have to deal with it either way. Like Coach says, they like to get 3 or 4 yards on each play. And that puts them in passing situations like they were on that last drive before half, which turned out pretty well. It is a give to the outside, and he will not get enough for the first down. That is number 12, Nate Lidke on the carry. It's a gain of 7 on that one. So 4th down, and Spring Lake Park is going to go for it. Got to get to the 45-yard line. They're on the 44. So expect a run on this one. 2 backs behind Talso and 1 wide receiver out to the right. Give is inside, and he picks up the first down. And that's Lidke on the carry. So just stuffing it on the ground and keeping it on the ground is working so far in this drive for Spring Lake Park after the kickoff went out of bounds, would set them up at the 35-yard line. And again, Talso under center on this one. Here's a snap. Give on the right side to Clausen, who they went deep to. Actually, as a wide receiver, they went on a deep play to Clausen in the first half, unable to bring it in. But that time he gains a couple. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6 here at Spring Lake Park High School. And the snap is, and a good run by, I believe that's Clausen again. Excuse me, Braden Comer on the carry on that one. And not quite enough for the first down, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 1 here coming up. So the big boy package coming in, probably just slam it up the middle on this one and pick up that first down, keep the clock running. They are up 14-7 here with 8:48 left in the first half. As the rain starts to come down a little harder, and Telso keeps to the outside. A nice spin move. And we'll see if he has enough. It looks like they're not going to signal a first down. He had a nice spin move, almost a Madden-esque O button on that one. And I don't think he got enough, but that will bring up 4th down in shorts. And the rain definitely, you could tell the rain is definitely starting to come down harder, which might hurt this Armstrong offense. You can tell the hood's coming out on a lot of people. And he is through it. He picks up the first down. Telso with the keep on that one. And he picks up the first down to the 38-yard line. And like I was saying, you can tell that the rain is coming down much harder. A lot less room between raindrops. And it's definitely going to affect the second half here. And the snap Out to the right side, got a little room, and he just keeps it for a gain of a couple. Probably a gain of 3 on that one. That's what they want to do, just keep it on the ground, grind it out. I mean, they've almost done half of the first half on this drive, and they haven't gained too many yards, probably about 35 yards so far. And they just grind it out. And much like what Chaska did to Armstrong last week, just put the air out of the ball and not let them have too many possessions. And here's a give inside to the outside. And I realized that was redundant inside to the outside. That was Litke on the carry on that one. Also plays inside linebacker, as we've been calling his name a little bit tonight, on the defensive end. Other guys who play both sides of the ball include Nick Ogile, Cade Carson as well. So 3rd down and 2 coming up. And the snap. And he keeps it, and he's got a little bit of room to pass some defenders out to the 21-yard line. And he does the motion of a first down, and he will get that first down. Some nice running by Braden Talso. And what an impressive drive by Spring Lake Park. They've taken off 6 minutes off of this clock and haven't thrown the ball once. So 1st down and 10 coming up here. What an impressive drive by Spring Lake Park so far. If they could punch it in, that would be absolutely debilitating for this Armstrong offense. And looks like he's going to keep it once again. And a gain of a couple there on 1st down. To the 16, so they are in the red zone here. So gain of 5 on that one. So 2nd down and 5 coming up here. So nothing flashy. They're not pitching it out to the outside or doing into rounds or anything like that. Just up the middle to the side, quarterback options, and they have been successful doing that. Here's a snap. The give is inside to Litke. Does he have enough for the first down? We should see he does. So a gain of 6 on that one. Picks up the first down.
That's another Panthers.
And again, they are just taking the air out of the ball on this drive. And I'm sure the defense is loving it. They are going to be rested coming out because they had halftime and they haven't had to touch the ball. The give is inside. That's Comer on that one.
With the dive up the middle, up to the 5-yard line.
To the 5-yard line.
2nd down and 4.
I'm sure coach wouldn't mind if this next play doesn't go for a touchdown. They can get in the next one just to keep the clock running. What a drive here by Spring Lake Park. And this time, oh, he is under center. I thought he was in the shotgun. Here's the give to Clausen up the middle. Gain of a couple.
Give to Clausen.
So that'll bring up 3rd and goal. A gain of 1 on that one. So 4 yards to the end zone. Probably got 2 plays to get it in because I don't, particularly with the rain and things can go wrong with the snap, wouldn't assume that they would go for the field goal here. So probably 2 plays to get it into the end zone. And there's a snap, give, it's inside. Did he keep it? And it looks like he did keep it, so that was Telso. Oh, I wasn't aware. I thought it was end goal, actually to the 1-yard line. So a first down for Spring Lake Park. And they have basically 4 plays here to get it 1 yard. And judging by what they've been doing so far, barring a fumble, which is possible with the rain coming down, but barring a fumble, should be able to go up 20-7 here. Just a clean snap and just push it forward. Telso with 3 running backs behind him. Actually throws it out to the right to big number 99. That is Alex Ullman, excuse me. And A good play call at the 1 yard line. You see that a lot by coaches to just kind of mix it up and give some of their big guys a chance to score a touchdown. Max Ullman with the touchdown. So that widens the lead. A big drive by Spring Lake Park. And that puts them up 2 scores. The extra point is good by Comer. So the big guy, Ullman, gets the touchdown. He's listed as a defensive lineman over here, so congratulations to him. His first touchdown of the season, so he must be feeling pretty good right now. And what a drive for Spring Lake Park there. Get the ball at the 35-yard line after the kick out of bounds. Keep the ball for, I don't know, about 9 minutes, and just take the air out of the ball, like Coach was saying, what they did against Chaska did against Armstrong last week. And that is the formula to beat Armstrong. Keep the ball in your hand and not allow the quick strike offense the ball. And like I said, the defense has got to be well rested here because they had halftime and a 9-minute drive. So they are going to come out firing on all cylinders. And the kicker here. And the student section getting into it. They're cold, but they're getting into it. And it bounces in front of Cotton, and he is slammed to the turf by 2 Spring Lake Park Panthers. That's Savoyne Taylor, one of them down there. Or Johnson, excuse me, with the tackle on that one. So a good kick and good kick coverage by Spring Lake Park. And Armstrong is going to have a long way to go if they want to respond to Spring Lake Park's off touchdown. And again, the rain is coming down here, so could this affect the Armstrong passing game? We shall see. As Malone gets a snap, runs, and he is met by Seth Johnson. And it looks like we got a injury on the field. Try to get a number on that. Let's see. Let's see here. Taking a look, I believe it is Hunter Finkelson. Nope, excuse me, sorry. On Armstrong, I was looking at Spring Lake Park. I believe that is Braden Cole, but we're not totally sure here. We'll let you know when we get a full number here, but hoping he's okay. Obviously don't want to see injury. And it can be dangerous in times like this when it's so wet and moist outside. You get cold and your muscles get tensed up. And you don't want to speculate about it. Yeah, I believe as the trainer is working on him. But a good job by, either way, by the Spring Lake Park defense to not let Jamin Malone get anywhere. Oh, excuse me, number 79 it actually is. So that is Joey Cronin. And it looks like he is getting up. Hopefully he's okay, kind of limping on one foot here. Hopefully he can be good for the rest of tonight and for sections as well. As we do remind you, sections is coming up next week. So we'll probably get the results of where everyone stacks up as his teammates help him out the field. Good sign of sportsmanship by the Spring Lake Park faithful, giving him a round of applause as he is helped off the field. Again, that is number 79, Joey Cronin, offensive lineman for the Armstrong Falcons. Hope all the best for him. But we have football to play here. So second down coming up. Spring Lake Park, the defense is well rested and ready to go. Second down and 13, so a loss of 3 on that one. And here comes the rush. Throws it deep, he's got a man, and it is caught. A big play for Armstrong. It's number 81, Marquan Tucker, and that has been his go-to target when he goes deep. He's been going to Tucker a lot. I got to be honest, I did not have him on my depth chart that coach sent me, but he is definitely a factor in this offense. And he is hit down in the backfield. Nothing doing that time for Reggie Carter. Shaw on the tackle for the Panthers as it is starting to really come down here. And here's the snap. And he gets hit, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by number 14, Jackson Smith, and the second interception for this Spring Lake Park defense, and they will take over. Another opportunity for them to just take the air out of the ball, kind of like what Coach was saying that Chaska did for them last week. And it is really starting to come down out there. I think the players, if it's not going to be close, they want a quick third quarter or fourth quarter. And the give is up the gut. And that's Comer with the carry. I got to say, I am not looking forward to walking out to my car. But that's the price of the game that you love, I guess. And definitely you see the umbrellas coming out, seeing the hoods going on people's heads. They're hunkering down here at Spring Lake Park High School, but the faithful are happy with a 21-7 lead right now. And there's a snap, give up the middle, and a good run by Comer. And another first down. Again, Spring Lake Park just doing what they do. And it definitely, I think for Armstrong, gets more difficult to tackle with the rain. You know, obviously wet, and it's harder to grab the guy. So this plays right into this weather plays right in the hands of Spring Lake Park with a 21-7 lead, both on defense and on offense. And there's a snap. Give to the outside, and a gain of a couple. It's also 2 touchdowns tonight. Or I should say two rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown. That was to Ullman, the offensive lineman. That's definitely the highlight of the night tonight, when your offensive lineman who doesn't get the opportunity to score that often or even catch the ball that often, obviously, he's an offensive lineman. When he gets the chance to score a touchdown, that's got to be huge for him. And just the whole team as well. And he goes to the outside. Ojile with the carry and a gain of 8 on that one. So 3rd and 1 coming up for Spring Lake Park as they put up the 4, and we are going to the 4th quarter. Spring Lake Park with a 21-7 lead here on North Metro TV. Welcome back to Spring Lake Park High School, and you should consider yourself lucky if you are inside watching this on your TV or on your computer, because it is, let's just say, pretty cold out there right now. Kudos to the cameraman right now who's getting all the shots for you guys, because it doesn't look so bad on the feed that you're getting, but the rain is coming down hard, and you can see it accumulating by the student section here. And here's a snap. And he picks up the first down. Should be a first down. Telso with the first down It's almost funny, I'm looking down at all of these umbrellas. And the people who were smart and thought of bringing an umbrella tonight because they were thinking, well, it might rain, it might not, but always good to bring one just in case. And this, like I said, this definitely plays into Spring Lake Park hands. Just keep the ball on the ground. It's tougher to catch for Armstrong with the wet ball, and here's the give to Litke, and he picks up a couple on first down. I think if Spring Lake Park had it their way, they would just keep the ball marched like they did at the beginning of the second half, march down with a almost a 9-minute drive and just score another touchdown and just put this game away. I'm sure that's what Coach John Stewart wants to do with this drive. So second down coming up. Here's the give. No, he keeps it. Telso bounces off a defender to the 31-yard line. A great run by Telso. Just launched off a defender. And that will bring up a first down for Spring Lake Park. 10:44 left in the fourth quarter. As the rain pours down here at Spring Lake Park High School. Panther Stadium here. And the snap give is inside. That's number 13, Nick Ogile. And not much doing there. And parents, if your kids are coming home from tonight's game, if you're at home watching the game, get some towels ready and maybe a change of clothes because they are probably going to need it. They are going to need that because it is pouring out here. And here's a give out to Litke. Litke gets the left corner and he picks up a first down. And I gotta say, this second half, particularly, the first half was pretty much all Panthers, although Armstrong got got a little bit going, but particularly the second half has been all Panthers, exactly what they want to do. They have been just in control the entire second half. And the snap, give out, and he's got a room, that's Litke, and he is in for a touchdown, just what the doctor drew up. And that could be the dagger, ladies and gentlemen, as Spring Lake Park goes up 27-7 with the extra point pending. That's just Litke ripping through the defense for a touchdown. And like I've said, Spring Lake Park has taken total control of this game. Or was there a penalty? It looks like there was a penalty I must have missed. Okay, so never mind. I apologize for that. I must have missed the penalty. So, but an opportunity for Spring Lake Park to even take more time off the clock. And that is number 13, Ogile. Second down and 5 coming up for Spring Lake Park. Just milking that clock away inside 9 minutes. And if they can score a touchdown, this thing is essentially over. And the snap. Not much doing on that one. And a little bit of pushing and shoving at the end of that play. That's Ogile. And like a lot in the students, the faithfuls in the student section, they look very cold. This is what I'll say, but definitely fun. I'm sure it's fun for the players being out in the rain and I mean, that's life, right? Here's a snap. Give is outside to Litke, and he is taken down. That'll bring up 4th down. So 4th down here. Got to get it to the 10-yard line. And Telso will go from the shotgun. Here's a snap, fake give. Throws over the middle, and it is intercepted. The one thing that couldn't happen to the outside. Past the 10 to the 15. And that is Cotton with the interception. And maybe new life for Armstrong here, as it is really starting to come down. Like I was saying it was coming down before, it is really coming down now, and the wind is getting into it. It is just an onslaught on the field, and players, be safe out there. I guess that's all I'm saying. They're not going to stop the game because there's no lightning or thunder or anything, but new life for Armstrong. Can they get their offense going in this rain? And here's the snap. Throws out to the right side. He's got a man, and it is caught. That's number 1, Peyton Newburn with the reception. Of course, he had the touchdown receptions earlier in this game. And man, just a wall of water coming down on the field. I got to say, I've never had a game where it's come down this hard. And there's a snap, a little high, but he controls it over to Reggie Carter, and not much doing on that play. And the student section starting to rally themselves. They're definitely going to need a hot shower. I think we all are after this one. And there's a snap. Throws over the middle, and he's got a man. That is Peyton Newburn again. And a 1st down. So even with the pouring rain, Armstrong sticking to their game plan of being pass heavy, and it's worked for 2 first downs so far on this drive. They got to get going, only 6 minutes left. Good news for them is they do have their timeouts left. But the bad news for them is the rain might hurt their deep passing game. And the give is to Carter. Carter to the outside, and he gets out of bounds, gain of about 5. It's a good run there by Carter. It seems like every single snap for Armstrong has been at least a little high. Like not super high, but some of them, I know he did snap one over the quarterback's head, but every snap seems to be a little high. Oh, and the ball is fumbled! Just a misplay between the running back and the quarterback. And it is recovered by Nathaniel Lungard. And Spring Lake Park takes over. Just chalk that one up to the rain. I mean, it's bound to happen to someone. With this amount of rain coming down, the ball has got to be just absolutely slippery. So chalk that one up to the rain. Spring Lake Park can ice this game away with the touchdown, or really just run the game out. And the snap give is on the inside to Comer, and he picks up a good chunk of yardage. Gain of 7 on that one, so 2nd down and 3 coming up. And we'll see Spring Lake Park just keep it on the ground. That's the formula. And this pass inside to Comer, and he has enough for a 1st down. That'll move the chains. As 2 running backs come into the game. That is Licky and Ogile coming into the game. So a lot of running back That's what Spring Lake Park likes to do. They got a lot of running backs going on. And there's a snap. Give is inside. Oh, and it feels it appears the ball may have came out. Are they going to call it dead? And it looks like all is good for Spring Lake Park. Litke on the carry on that one. Looks like the ball might have popped out at the end there. So second down and 5 coming up here. 4:12 left in the fourth quarter. And the snap. Give to Litke. Oh, excuse me, Ogile with the carry. Sorry about that. And he picks up the first down. So Spring Lake Park really hasn't thrown a pass in a while. I think the last pass they threw was that touchdown pass to the offensive lineman, and they have just been grinding it out. I mean, the wide receivers must be bored, but hey, it's working. So more power to them. And the snap. He gets past the defender. And it looks like we're going to have a hold coming up here. That was Telso with the keep, but it looks like we're going to have a hold that should bring Spring Lake Park back. And really, it's almost to the advantage of Spring Lake Park. They get to run another play and wipe off more time off of that clock. So not saying that's a good thing that you're not inside the 2, but I mean the clock, they'll get to run another play and presumably a run and just keep that clock running. So not the worst holding call in the world. If you were only up 1, then I could see where that was a really bad penalty, but you're up 14. So one score, I mean. Here's the give to Clausen inside. And again, Armstrong just trying to yank at that ball, trying to force a turnover here, a fumble, trying to force anything. But a good job by Spring Lake Park to hold on to that ball. There's a give inside. That is Comer. Comer gets 2. Gets the first down for sure. Gets to the 2-yard line. So it's actually, excuse me, it looks like they were end goal already. So 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. And if they can punch it in here, that will be lights out for Armstrong. 37, 36, 35. And this is pretty much a formality at this point, barring a turnover. And the give is inside, and he is in for the touchdown here. Touchdown for Spring Lake Park. And on the touchdown there, number 13, Ogile. An extra point in the rain. Should be interesting here. Got to get a good snap, get it down. Oh, and it is blocked. The extra point is blocked. And that is Cotton, who's been all over the field tonight. So 27-7, 2:27 left, and we are coming towards a conclusion in this game. That scoring drive for Spring Lake Park, a big one for them, and they punch it in with Odin. And kudos to anyone who is still here, because it is still coming down pretty hard, and you see some fans heading for the exits. I've noticed the Armstrong contingents, particularly the student section, has gotten less and less as this rain has progressed here. But a big win for Spring Lake Park, as they will improve to 6-2 on the season and could get a better section out of this and will definitely go up in the rankings in 5A. Not that that matters too much, but you know, it's big for pride and bragging rights. So Armstrong is really going to need, for all intents and purposes, a miracle to come back in this one. And the kick is off, and it is past Cotton into the end zone for a touchback. Don't see that a lot in high school football, touchback, but Cotton was up, ball went right by him and bounced into the end zone. Would have almost been better for Spring Lake Park if the ball would have bounced and then landed at the 1, making Cotton run it out, but can't be too greedy, I guess. So that sets up quarterback Jamin Malone with a long field here, starting at the 20-yard line. Your snap give is inside to Carter, and he is through some tacklers. A good run on first down. That'll bring up second down. And judging with the play on first down, Armstrong not in too much of a hurry here. Might be conceded the loss, but run some plays and see what happens. You'd think they'd try to go deep at some point. And the snap, they give to Carter once again. No, it's a fake. Had me faked out. It was a good fake, but incomplete. That was to Newbern, who had the only touchdown for Spring Lake Park, or excuse me, for Armstrong earlier in this game. That was the one blemish on the Spring Lake Park defense. So only 14 points given up in the last 2 weeks so far for Spring Lake Park. It's still coming down. Probably not as hard as earlier, but definitely still coming down. Easy for me to say here in the booth. And the give is inside, and Carter is stopped in the backfield by a plethora of Spring Lake Park Panthers. In particular, number 54, Kyrie Shaw, was in on the tackle on that one. So that brings up fourth down and 4 for Spring Lake Park. So we'll see what the Falcons have in store. Fourth down and 4, and I would assume if Armstrong doesn't get this, Spring Lake Park just eats the ball and just takes a knee. Oh, looks like they're gonna punt. And not a great punt, but not sure it will particularly matter. This one, for all intents and purposes, is over. So Spring Lake Park will come out, barring a bad snap or a fumble, which is possible here with all the rain. Barring that, it looks like it's gonna be a 27-7 win for Spring Lake Park. Again, some of the highlights from tonight: Braden Telso, 2 rushing touchdowns from the cornerback position. One for 37 yards and one for about 6 yards. And then my favorite touchdown of the night was Ullman, the offensive lineman, who on first and goal from the 1-yard line got in for a touchdown on a throw from Braden Telso. And then Ogile also with a touchdown. The one touchdown for the Armstrong Falcons came from Newbern, from Jamin Malone, and that knee will do it. And that will do it here at Spring Lake Park High School. Everyone can head for their cars and head for shelter as Spring Lake Park gets the win, 27-7. Have yourselves a fantastic night. This is Gabe Anderson. Thanks to everyone for joining us tonight. And this has been high school football from Spring Lake Park High School.